right here in Pennsylvania. Vice President Joe Biden's lead actually widening more. Biden is now leading by more than 28,000 votes. Here's what's left to count in PA. There are 81,000 mail-in ballots still outstanding statewide. The majority of those are from those Democratic strongholds like Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. These will likely favor Biden. Now, another 100,000 provisional ballots are also being counted. These are ballots that were cast on Election Day in person for several reasons, like a change in address, reporting to the wrong precinct, an issue with their voter registration, or say someone got a mail-in ballot and decided to vote in person, but they didn't turn in their mail-in. So these take time to go through. They have to be looked at more closely and examined to resolve whatever issue existed. So we don't know how many of these ballots will actually be resolved and counted. Also, with these provisional ballots, we just don't know which way they would lean. That is why we can't make any projections in this race here in Pennsylvania. Joining us now is Pennsylvania's Lieutenant Governor, John Fetterman. Thanks so much for being with us this morning. Well, I have to ask you the question that everyone wants the answer to. Why is this taking so long? And when will Pennsylvania finish this count?
Well, it's taking so long for a couple of reasons. One, the president refuses to argue. He's trying to argue with math. That's the biggest reason. Secondly, the GOP-controlled legislature would not grant an extra 24 or 48 hours to allow the poll workers to pre-canvass, and that's just opening up the envelopes and getting the votes ready to cast too. So you have those two factors. You look at the lead for the vice president at this point; it's already approaching 30,000 votes. All of those mail-in ballots that remain are going to break strongly for the vice president. And those provisional ballots are coming from areas like Allegheny and Philadelphia. And most of those, I suspect, they're going to find were people that didn't trust their mail-in ballot and they wanted to vote in person. So they showed up at the election polling place and they spoiled their ballot and voted by provisional. So there is no path. There is no cluster of Trump votes that we haven't discovered in Pennsylvania. This is all going to continue to break in the vice president's favor. And the president seems intent on dragging this out.
There are a lot of concerns and rumors flying around of illegal votes being counted, election fraud. Are you seeing anything of that nature that would give you concern?
No, absolutely not. And if the president tweeted out 1 + 1 = 3, we wouldn't be having a conversation like, well, maybe he's right, or is there something to that rumor? It's like when you tweet out absolute falsehoods, it is not anyone's obligation to begin a conversation on discussing the validity of those. It's false. He knows it's false, and it's the last, sad attempt to try to manipulate what's the inevitable conclusion in Pennsylvania. It's coming.
Lieutenant Governor, we really appreciate your time. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
That's all for today, and remember to subscribe to our channel, like and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.